Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Kinston where protests have led to a delay in swearing in city officials. Now, according to a city spokeswoman, tomorrow night's city council meeting is when the ceremony would normally take place to swear in the city's new mayor and city council members. However, the city is still waiting on required documents from the Lenoir County Board of Elections. Because of that, the ceremony will have to be postponed. City officials are hoping to hold the swearing-in ceremony on December 16th. According to Board of Elections Director Christy Smith, the certificate of election cannot be sent out until the election protests have been resolved. Even though Lenoir County Board dismissed the protests, the protester still has the option to appeal the state board. Again, we have reached out and are waiting to hear back from all concerned parties. And in other news, we've got more construction news that we want to share with you, especially if you're going to be doing any driving in the downtown Greenville area, as Green Street has now been diverted, at least portions of Green Street. The next stage of resurfacing work on South Green Street began earlier today. And again, it's already causing confusion for some downtown residents. Now, First Street Place resident Navahadre Shakir Kanes said, quote, "It is now difficult to map out the city, and I'm the type of person who likes to figure out where I am on the go just in case, and figuring out how to do that has been an absolute nightmare," end quote. Now, construction at the intersection of South Green Street and West First Street is expected to last about 1 week. Weather permitting, obviously. Now, crews are starting by closing and resurfacing the right lane, keeping traffic confined to the left lane. Once that work is finished, the contractor will then switch closing and resurfacing the left lane and reopening the right lane to traffic. Now, heavy construction has been a constant in downtown Greenville for several years, bringing on headaches for residents like Shakir Kanes. She said, quote, "The roads keep on closing, so it's a bit difficult to find my way home sometimes," end quote. Now, she typically relies on the bus system and says even that has become harder to navigate, with routes shifting frequently due to the construction. Now, the resurfacing of Green Street is part of supplementary work on detour routes connected to the build project. The work is being funded with dollars left over after the project finished under budget. Motorists and pedestrians are urged to use caution downtown and follow posted detour signs. And finally, in other happier news, especially for one Jacksonville police officer, after 68 years, he's finally calling it a career. Happy for him. This is big news. Officer Zy Brown, XY Brown, started as a volunteer with the department in 1957 and worked as a truck driver at Camp Lejeune. Now, Brown spent 14 years as a reservist and then became a school crossing guard in 1986, a position he still holds today. Now, in June of 1996, Brown was reclassified as a part-time officer. Mayor Sammy Phillips, who was also a deputy chief of police, said, quote, "I remember early on that XY was serious about directing traffic at schools. He would literally put people in timeout for not obeying the school zone laws. As deputy chief and as mayor, I am proud that we have had XY in our community, keeping our students safe every day," end quote. Now, Brown has been a fixture on Henderson Drive, making sure children at Northwoods Elementary School remain safe. The department will honor Brown on Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 p.m. at the Jacksonville Public Safety Remembrance Garden. Huge congratulations goes out to Officer Brown and his relentlessly hard work. And now for a look at your weather forecast. Right now, everything is looking dry currently, but that is going to be changing later on tonight as we see more rain showers return to eastern North Carolina. It's actually been a while since we've really been able to say that. We had rain last night, though, so those of you raising your hand and say, "Charlie, last night there were drops in my house," there were drops in mine too. We again will be looking at certainly more rain and longer lasting rain showers once we get into tomorrow. But right now, here's a look at what we've got across the southeastern United States. The system will eventually work its way eastward. You can see just how that whole thing is going to progress towards eastern North Carolina. The rain snow line is going to continue to shift further northward. So while Missouri and parts of southern Illinois and even northern Arkansas, actually south, if you're looking just at a latitude line of most of eastern North Carolina, have seen snow out of this system. We will not. We are going to be looking at just rain showers coming down out of this system. Now, some of those rain showers could be heavy at times, which is good news. We could certainly use the drops. Now, high pressure following that system will keep our skies sunny and dry for Wednesday and Thursday, only to see the rain showers return by Friday, leaving us with lingering rain into the upcoming weekend. But let's talk about what it's going to look like as those showers arrive late tonight into the early hours of tomorrow morning. While I think some of the early drops could start around midnight, most of the rain that we see tomorrow will really kick off between around 5 to 8 a.m. Everything will be coming in out of the southwest. So if you again see some dark skies down to your southwest, that's likely what it is. It's rain showers on the way, heading your direction and waiting to soak your, soak your yard, your garden, your sidewalk, whatever it is you've got outside. It is going to get wet because we'll have not only one round of moderate to heavy showers, but we'll actually have two. First one shows up earlier in the morning, again, generally between around 5 a.m. to around 9 a.m. And then we've got another one that will arrive between lunchtime around noon and then last until we get to around 3 or 4 in the afternoon. There will certainly be some showers that stick around longer than that. But the heavier, more impactful stuff, the stuff that really matters, that type of rain will be done as we head towards really 4 o'clock at the latest. I think by 5 o'clock it's just a leftover lingering showers, and we'll get rid of those as we make our way into Wednesday, looking again at beautiful sunny skies for both Wednesday and Thursday. But air temperatures are going to be looking a little bit like this. It's going to be cooler. More of the mid to upper 40s for both Wednesday and most likely Thursday, as northerly winds will be back in play. Right now, winds down from where they were earlier today. We woke up today with about a 10 to 20 mile an hour sustained breeze across the east. Right now, it's certainly looking more like a 7 to 15 mile per hour breeze, with some even down outside of that range on the lower end of the spectrum. But as we make our way through the rest of the afternoon, air temperatures again start to come down a little bit as cloud cover will slowly get thicker. The clouds, the rain-bearing clouds will likely show up around midnight tonight, maybe showing up around maybe 9, 10, 11 p.m., but nothing that's going to impact your commute home this evening unless you commute home around midnight. Tomorrow morning, rain showers throughout eastern North Carolina as we hit towards 7, 8, and 9 a.m. We'll see another round of heavier raindrops show up between noon to around 3 p.m. After that, a lot of the rain showers will really start to break apart, become more light and scattered, and by the time we get to around 6, 7 o'clock at night, we are looking at dry conditions returning to the forecast. However, with those dry conditions, we will see clear skies and calming winds, and both of those two aspects with your forecast will lead to air temperatures dropping down to freezing. 32 degrees coming up Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Will stay around the freezing point for Wednesday night into Thursday morning and Thursday night into Friday morning. After that, we get rain back into the forecast, and that will take your overnight lows back up above freezing. But of course, it's also going to cloud up the skies during the day. So your daytime sunshine will likely take a back seat to those rain clouds on Friday and Saturday. On Sunday, we'll wake up to some rain showers, but the cloud cover will stick around a little bit longer than the raindrops will. But we should see more sunshine over the tail end of Sunday as we head into the start of next week. That's all we have time for today's 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back coming up at 2:30 with more from Dugan Lloyd and the Playbook. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Monday.